So now that we've checked out what kind of data you can see on devices, now it's about building these proactive remediations. And so in order to do that, we need to kind of take a look at some of the data. So I'm in the configuration menu and I'm looking at data. I'm also looking at internal indices because I just want to kind of see what kind of data is out there and available. So you can see different stuff. So the piece that I'm really focused on, and this is actually an internal database called High Resource Procs, is I'm looking at devices so I can see the memory stuff that's being recorded. So you can see here, so like, okay, so we're focused on, okay, so we want to actually capture, because we want to do something to help make sure Teams doesn't run like, Teams can run sometimes. So I'm looking at this Teams exe, and so I know that this table is high resource procs. So like I showed you earlier, you can create an alert off of, those dashboards, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into the configuration menu and go to alerts, and I'm going to create an alert. So we're going to call this Teams cleanup. Doesn't really matter. So you can see here you have all these different indexes it sees, but for any of those internal ones, you just pop it in there, then click Add Condition, and then the way you know that worked is you can see the right data you're looking for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with name, Teams exe. So we're going to say if it equals Teams exe, and now we're going to say if the CPU perk, make sure I have the right thing there. Yep. So if our CPU perk is over, say, 40%, the real key is you have to make sure you select the actual platform. That way you can actually execute your action, which ours is we're going to do clear MS Teams cache. You could also leverage webhooks and Teams. We're not going to do that right now. Then you even can add a little, email address of where to send stuff if stuff goes wrong. And so you do all this, you click Create Alert. It's pretty simple. One of the things that's confusing here is the trash is kind of a dark color, so it's hard to know. But yeah, I mean, that's literally all you have to do. You can go in here, you can update your alerts, you can kind of do whatever. And so, yeah, that's really how easy it is. It's mostly about, okay, go check out the data that's available and just see, based on that data, what do you want to do, right? Okay, you have these process stop, that process stops, so you can just kind of use any of the data that's available in here and leverage it to build these great dynamic alerts to help automate and enhance some of the things that you're doing.